Just do it. And we
Greetings,
love.
King.
Greetings, my brother. Greetings.
You feeling today, man? What's your headspace looking like, boy?
Good, good. Can't complain, brother. It's just one day at a time.
I feel
Yep.
you.
Yeah.
So today's topic is the good, bad, and the ugly in relationships.
Oh man, good, bad, and ugly. All right,
So,
that's a good
hey,
topic. That's a good topic. I like that one.
we all can relate, right? I mean,
Yep,
we've been
we
through
all
some
been there.
been through some fickle relationships, man. Dude, like,
uh,
even now, it's crazy. It's
yeah,
it's hectic, right?
it's
It's
tough. It
hectic.
ain't easy.
It's not at all because to an extent, we're dealing with a lot of superficialities, a lot of narcissism, a lot of hurt people, basically. And within the midst of that all, like everyone aim to put conditions on you.
That's true.
So so tell me a time, bro, when you one of your relationships went left, because it's not just about the male and the female. It can be relationships with your mom, brothers, sisters, friends, so on and so forth. So
Yeah,
tell what you want to share,
honestly,
man.
honestly, man, I had a friend that we grew up. Not
Brothers,
say we grew up
sisters,
together.
friends, so on
Yeah,
and so forth. So
you know, we grew up like not in the same neighborhood, but we go to school together and stuff like that. And we're good friends, you know what I mean? We chat every day on the phone. We talk about this and we talk about that. We talk about girls. We talk about sports, everything, man. And we know each other for years, a long time. You know what I mean? And it's just weird because as he used to tell me like he used to go to parties, have fun with these girls, and hang out. And he used to tell me like, yeah, yo, your turn soon come. You're gonna be doing this, and you're gonna get your shine. And I'm like, yeah, 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 I know. And he got into a couple relationships himself, and he got into breakup and stuff. So he was like, you learn from me. You know what I mean? So when you get your own, you know what to do and stuff. So I'm like, listen, trust me, I'm learning. But the funny thing is, man, as soon as I got into my relationship, that's when the trouble starts coming out. That's when we start to fight as a friend. We start talk about each other behind each other's back, and he start carrying names like females, and he start saying this and oh come on, and he's not hanging out with us no more. He's not playing dominoes with us no more. He's not chilling like how he used to chill anymore. His girl got him weak. He's he's he got he's on the lockdown now. He's in jail. So it builds up to it, man. It's like it builds up to that hatred. I don't really want to say that word, but that's what it got to because you can't be my friend for so long. We go to school together. We've been in the same class, and as soon as I got my relationship, you're telling me, oh, the reason why you're not hanging out with us no more because um it's because of your girl. She got you weak. She doing this to you, and now you don't want to hang out with us no more. So you know, I hear things like, oh, your girl, you know, poaching you from us. That's the reason why you don't want to hang with us. So I'm like, bro, listen, I have a, I'm hanging out with my chick. So what does that has to do anything with me and you? If you want to be my friend, we could still be friends. You know what I'm saying? I might not had as much time as we had before, but that's how life is. So he was like, nah, 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 blah, blah, blah. You're doing this, you're doing that. Nah, you a fool now. Your girl got you. So I'm like, It is what it is, whatever. And it just started to become a problem, man. We just start fighting, arguing, and stuff like that. And now, you know, we don't talk for so many years now. I think we haven't speak for like 3, 4 years now. You know what I mean? Just because of that. It's jealousy, man. As soon as I started living with my my girl and things start looking up for me, it's just he's just become a different person with me, you know.
I
I
got
don't
a
know I
question.
don't know what I don't know what I did to him, but
I, I have questions. Do you really think it's? I know jealousy is a part of the situation, but do you really think and believe it's jealousy?
I I 100% believe it's jealousy. I 100% believe it's
E-
jealousy.
Explain.
Definitely. Cause if me and you are brother, Jermaine, and you used to tell me like, learn from my mistakes with all these girls and stuff. And I used to watch you and I used to be like, damn, he's hanging out with all these girls, he's having party, he's doing this. When am I gonna do this? And now I'm doing my thing. Why all of a sudden you gonna start acting up the way like, oh, why you don't hang around with us no more? Why you don't come around with us no more? Why you don't play domino with us no more? You don't want to chill with the homies no more? So you can't tell me that's not jealousy.
Um, I'm not. I can't define what your experience is, King. But what I'm
Yeah.
saying is like when I start to look into things and look at people's mannerisms and how they flow. Greetings, Baba. How they
How you doing,
flow,
Baba?
right?
Yeah.
How they flow. It's like it's trauma, right?
Right. Right.
Trauma plus the way we were brought up, right?
Yeah.
A lot of your brothers, I apologize. I just walked in the door and jumped online, but I apologize. All right.
Yeah, you're good, King. We see you. It, it,
Greatest game.
it's the traumas, right? Mixed
Yeah.
with the way we were brought up and the things we took on from our parents. And like you
Hmm.
said, he said to you, learn from my mistakes. Um,
Yeah.
the only way you can learn from somebody's mistakes, really, is unless you sit there and you study them. But beyond that, no, you really can't learn from others' mistakes. And superficial people might say, yeah, you can. And I say, no,
Yeah.
because the only mistakes you're going to learn from is your own,
Right.
right? But you let other people tell it, they were like, oh, no, you can learn from my mistakes. How so? I'm not around you 24/7. But I feel like the trauma part of it is where the complication comes into play because trauma
Yeah.
hurt, um, your parents' guidance and so forth,
Yeah.
add with everything you see around you, slowly kind of create a monster. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I feel like most of the time when people are upset with you, they're not generally upset with you. Like them being upset is based on past endeavors they went through.
Right. I understand what you're saying, but for me, all right, I gotta say, so it's a day he asked me, right? He asked me for some money, right? So I said, that's no problem, bro. You my man. You know what I'm saying? You asked
Pause.
me, nah, not it, nah, not it. You know what I mean.
I'm
You know what
messing
I mean.
with you, bro.
I was like, you're my man's, bro. Come on, bro. If I have it and I can give it to you, of course I'm gonna give it to you. You know what I'm saying? So I give him the money or whatnot, whatever. And he was like, all right, I'm gonna give it back to you, bro. Blah blah blah. So I said, all right, bro, don't worry about it, bro. When you have it, you just let me know and give it back to me. And up in, on now to this day, bro, as God is my witness, bro, I never asked him for that money, bro, until he mentioned it to me. I forgot about that money. And I was like, oh, you know what? You know, I'm gonna need that thing that, I give to you the other day and such. And it was like, all right, cool. And even to this day, I never got my money back. And I never even bothered asking him about it, bro. Because I know he was like, oh, I give it to such and such to give it to you. I was like, bro, that's not discipline, bro. I give you my property. You're supposed to hand it back to me. As simple. That's my discipline, bro. If I hand you something, you're supposed to hand it back to me, not giving it to someone who I know or who you think gonna give it back to me. You know what I mean? That's my rule. That's one in my that's my rule in the book. You know what I'm saying? If I hand something to you, you give it back to me, not you giving it to someone and then they misplace it, they lose it or whatever. So that was a big problem, that we had, caused a lot of drama and blah 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 here, and I forget about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna let that simple situation just rip me apart. You know what I mean? So even to this day, I never got my money back. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. That's life. You get bumps in your head and you get up and you move on. Just like you're a fighter. You get knocked down, you get up again. You're a fighter. You can't quit from that. So that's what I learned from friends. Know who your friends are.
Do you think, I mean, do you think we use that word friend too loosely? We give friendship to associates, and the friendship that's really deeper than the associate, um, we call them we call them associates. You know what I'm saying? Like associates, we use the term friends for associates, and the ones that's really our friends, we call them associates. I feel like, in some sense, friends are more entitled
Right.
to certain things, right? So they feel a certain way, or they have been there, so they've experienced a couple of years of your life, so they claim they know you, right? But
Right.
going into this, like, how does someone that don't know themselves claim they know you?
That's a tough thing to answer, bro. Because if I don't know myself, I can't know somebody else. That's a fact.
Hey, Baba, what you think of that?
So,
Well, first of all, nobody really know themselves because we spend enough time to know ourselves. We say you know yourself. Advise you explain yourself to me. 9 times out of 10, tell me about yourself. You'll give me your physical identity. But what about the
mhm.
inner you? You may give me your physical description of what you look like. Tall, dark, handsome, curly hair, pretty shiny teeth. But I'm not talking about. We're talking about the inner working character of oneself. And the word you used a while ago. I don't have friends, Yeremia. I have what they call acquaintances because only friend you have is the one you look at in the mirror. That's the only one you can really trust.
Right.
Uh,
Mm.
and
Mm.
they're associates, true, but I call them acquaintances. They come and go because no matter what a person was today, don't mean they're gonna be the same tomorrow, or the next day, because life gives us situations and challenges that has effect on our character. The person got character, like I've listened to Kamar. My dad
Yeah.
taught me a long time ago that when you loan people money, you
Mhm.
have not loaned, you just bought yourself a nigga because he ain't gonna pay you back, and to keep he gonna find all reading the word to keep paying you back. But to worry about it, he
Yeah.
gonna dog you, so you own him until he pay you back. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I use Western name. Look, man, don't now you know I own you, right? What you mess? Well, I bought you the other day with my money, with $1, $100, until you give it back. You ain't service. You understand? And
Yeah.
but
You know,
the conversation I'm liking that. But now, really, if I ask you, do you really know yourself? And you go into a physical description, that tell me you don't really know yourself. I'll ask you,
Right.
how do your inner mind work? I mean, and how, I mean your conscience, and certain days. I mean, how do you know what level you're on certain days, and how many levels to your conscience? Well, then you say, well, what you mean? That means you don't know yourself, because what we call one thing ain't that, and then another thing we look at, nothing stays the same. Everything
No. No.
changes. And so we have to read every day on its level or on its merit, because we're steady learning. And something you said a while ago, well, man, learn from my mistakes. No, hell no, because I don't know where your mistakes came from, because you learned from somebody else's mistake. That thing has
Yeah.
been passed down. Watch me and learn from my mistakes. Why are you making mistakes? You deliver
Right.
that to make mistakes for me to learn from? No, No,
and, and
no.
and that changes the trajectory of not only the friendship or the associateship, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know if that's the word. I'm just conjuring shit right now. But it changes the energy towards yourself as well.
Yeah.
Right? And to touch on what you just said, King, the reason why a lot of us don't know who we really are is because we're identifying with somebody else's energy.
Yes, sir.
Right? We have our hand in everybody else's business, but we miss the opportunity to focus on ourselves. And the crazy thing about it, like I heard a King said the other day, and this is his quote, he said, everybody has a spirit, but not everybody has a soul. Right?
Mm.
So the genuineness of you may not reflect the other person. And the thing with me, maneuvering around people for so long, it's like the authenticity I had within myself is like I wanted to bring forth that in other people or people that I call my friend. But I failed to see that there's only one me. You know what I'm saying? The same way there's only one them. And the reflection we're reflecting come from somebody else. So if I keep mirroring somebody else,
Yeah.
I can't see myself in the mirror.
You can spend so much time trying to be something that you're not that you actually lose the real you.
And
And
Mm-hmm.
that's where the problem comes in at. You know, we don't spend enough time knowing, understanding our makeup, what causes us to tick, what our vibration on, and what gravitates our way, and what bounces off of us. And a lot of times we get in a relationship based on that moment. Do not let your situation dictate your character or your morals. You know, a certain thing I won't do. You don't know what you want to do till you get in that situation. You know, I met
Right.
some girls that I went to school with. I thought was all this. They wound up being hoes. You know,
you talking about the
smart,
garden tool?
the smartest girl in our class made straight A's. She was guarded. She was the teacher's pet, and she was voted most likely to succeed. I found her on the corner one day, hustling crack, selling up a body for crack. You know,
Really?
yeah,
But that's what
going
But,
like
I'm
but, but
after you.
wow.
but that's
And
what
the
I'm
cat
saying,
thought
King.
wasn't gonna make it. The dude is now a CEO of a company. You know,
Yeah.
But King, that's
Yeah.
the thing. That's the thing that I'm saying. The narcissistic behavior
right?
Yeah.
of ourselves, right,
Man.
is so superficial because we really have no identity. And then when, like you said, somebody come to you like, "Yo, I know you." What?
You don't know me.
You don't know. You're 50% accurate. You're missing the other 50%.
You know of me. You don't know me. You know of me.
Exactly. And most of the time, I'm a chameleon. I'm giving
That's
you
right. Right.
what I want to give you. I told you half the story, and now you say you know me. Like, cut it out. And then you flip it back and you talk to females, right?
Uh,
And they create these artificial conditions in their minds. Like it's like they're floating on a cloud and they look at you as a unicorn, right? And they're telling you, oh, you're not a man until you do this. You cannot relate to me because you're not a man at
Right.
all. So how do you know how a man is if you shut everything down around you? What is a man really? Is it a title that society gave you?
yeah. You know,
Or
I did this one time, and I a young. Well, I want a good man. I told describe a good man. Give me your understanding of what a good man is. And nine
Yeah.
times, nine times he's a slave, and you know, but he gonna do this for me and that man. No, that's a damn slave. You know, carry me out and buy me somebody. No, that's a slave now. That's not a good man. No.
hey, hey, and the thing is, they got man these ideas come in their heads, man, and they feel
Too
like
much
this is how you should
daytime
behave.
movies, man.
This is how you should
Yeah.
behave. Like the status quo right now for most females is, I need a man with a 6-figure job. right?
Yeah.
He must have a house, he must have a car, and he must have this and he must have that. And I turn back around like, what are your qualifications? If I have all of that, what are you bringing forth to the table?
She can't even boil water without burning it. So you know, nah.
Yeah. I,
Go
I,
ahead.
basically, they just looking for a come up, not come up. They're just looking for security. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they are.
What is
That's what
security
mostly people.
though?
But
They
it's
want
not.
to feel like if you got a good job or you steady,
That's not
they
security.
could be they could be taken care of, or you got a kid, the kid gonna be taken care of, or whatever the situation is. That's all. They just want to feel secure. You know what I'm saying?
But
Basically, that's why.
within yourself, I'm looking at now what's going to happen in the next few days at Ford and American Airlines. They're going to lay all these folks off. You
Uh,
know, they're going to have about 24,000 people going to lose their damn job. What about the girl that invested that she said, well, I got this guy that works for American Airlines. He's a pilot, but tomorrow he don't have no job.
Hey,
oh man,
You know,
this is crazy.
now we
Yo,
got a
this is
problem.
crazy. This
Now
is
we got a
crazy,
problem.
man.
Now we got a problem. See,
those are superficial things though, King.
right. Uh-huh. And
That's
that's
not.
Yeah,
what
that's
people could operate on because they live in for the now and not for the future. You know, I was talking with my son. He just turned 25, right? He called
hmm
me, Daddy, I found see what you mean about being an adult. When can I be a child again? Y'all catch you on your own. You know,
yeah.
I can't pay my rent. I can't do this. And I said, where your girl at? Well, I'm trying to be a man. If she living there, all her expenses, and she got a child that none of yours, and you paying all the bills. I said, are you a damn fool?
So hold on, Bobby, hold on. I will cut you. You telling me he live with his girl and she not doing nothing?
She's not, cause he thought being a man was doing paying
Mm.
all the bills. But I just said, man, what I did with your mother was different. You didn't make the kind of money that I was making. I could afford to do that because she was carrying you in her womb. I didn't want no stress for her. This ain't your baby. This dude is 4 years old. He ain't
Yeah.
yours. He's got a daddy. And you paying all the bills and taking care. No, hand.
Nah.
You got to pull her
She has
weight.
to contribute. She has to
Well, I mean,
contribute to
we got
that.
I told him, that's your roommate. Everybody bring with benefit, but you got to pay your share because she using soap and water, and she right there sleeping. So come on now.
Hey man, it's
Man.
funny, and then we fall short because we think we're in love. And the crazy thing about a man is, after you bust, bro, have you ever seen? And this is real.
Yeah.
And most of us may want to act like it's not real, but it's real. It's like, you ever seen a girl you want to blaze so bad, and then you finally blaze her, and then after you bust the nut, you came back to your senses, and you be like, "What the was I thinking? I
How
need
many
my
Bro.
I need my energy back."
I mean, I
Bro.
can't get that energy
Bro.
back.
Bro, you just took the words right out of my mouth, man. You just took the words right out of my mouth, bro. That happened to me before, and it did eventually happen, and I was really going hard just to do that. Really,
And then you
can some
what was your
can
thought?
someone can someone just hit me upside the head? So it's funny, man, because I would see a chick and I was like, damn, she's so fine. And it's like after spending like 5-10 minutes looking at her, I'm like, really? Like, oh yeah, she's okay. After I did what I gotta do, oh, I'm good. I'm good. So it's like it's so weird, man. It's funny, Life is funny. It's
Hey,
crazy.
It's only
Rory,
for the moment. You know,
Rory, go
uh,
ahead, Baba.
but how many guys have been through that? You see this? She's all of that in a bag of chips. You get there
hmm
and find out that she ain't got no bag, no chips. I mean,
half of the half of the bag
Opposite.
half of the bag of chips are filled with air anyway, so it's still
right? Yeah,
half is missing. So you only got half of what you see, and then you don't know the mind, you don't know the intentions, you don't know what the heart is.
Yeah.
Rory on the Joe Button podcast stated that before you make any emotional decision pertaining to certain females, go in the bathroom
Right.
and beat off first.
I heard him say that.
And I felt like that was one of the most powerful statement. Some people be like, "Oh, that's ignorant," but it goes back to what I said. After you bust that nut, you come back to your senses.
Yo. Yo, Jay, shut up, man. Yo, Jay, shut the hell up, man.
That's just the way life is. You know, you get all excited and your appetite get all wet and you get excited. You can just dream of what's gonna happen. When you get there, badly disappointed.
Hey, that lust is a dangerous thing, man.
It happens to females. They run. They see this dude got all these muscles and everything. He's strutting around like a peacock. When you get to the house, he's what they call. He's a little old hen. You understand? Just
it's not even that. She thought she got a lion.
Ain't a good Banny Rooster. The boys like the boys a hen.
She thought she got a lion, and then she hear meow.
Yeah. And then she want to talk about no. That's a choice you made, baby.
True. That's how it is.
And it's a good conversation because not only that, but even with, like you said, even with relationship with other men, other brothers, I'll say other men, right? You have to be careful how you even deal with that because it creates somebody not necessarily jealousy or envy. It's a thing that they see are lacking in themselves that a quality you have that they're lacking in. So what they're gonna do? They're gonna talk it down. I was seeing a movie last night about it was called Miss Virginia. This kid was the smartest kid in class, but all the dummies want to beat him up, so they didn't look at him. Once you get in, don't you get and try to learn like this cat learned, you know? They want to beat him up for being able to answer the questions, and he was doing his homework and they wasn't, you know. So you find people a lot of time wonder, well, why are you being? Why is Kareem being so successful? He's putting in the time and the work, you know.
Right.
He's at the gym. He's working out. He's studying the strategies, how to be a good fighter, know how to weave, bob, duck, you know, when to throw a hook or jab. You sitting back watching what, video games? No.
Hey, Baba, but sometimes it's not even about the work. See, the things we go around and we feel like everything should be hard. No. Everything is not. Stuff's supposed to be easy. And I've heard a queen said this too. The things that come easy to us is really our potential, and we need to polish it. But what we do is we renege from actually polishing our potential and go to something that's hard. You know what I'm saying? And then we work 5, 6, 7, 10 years to conquer what's hard and still can't conquer it. And then look at ourselves like, yo, why can't I accomplish that within what I'm trying to conquer? But the thing that you eat, sleep, and breathe out of your soul is like you even got to try hard to do it, and people love you doing it, but you shit on it, you shut it down, you second guess it. You know, you don't push forth with it because we believe society got us thinking everything should be hard. No, you breathe.
The key word society programming got you thinking one thing, and that's bad. That's bad. Really
how hard is breathing? How hard is breathing?
Not hard at all.
It's so easy at times you forgot that you're doing it.
Exactly.
It's something that you don't have to worry about. It's going to happen. So when it stops happening, you got problems.
Say that. Say that again. Repeat that again. Yeah. You said you don't have to worry about it. It happens, right? And that's why some things should be in life. When you're in your occupation, when you're in your calling, it's not hard. It's when you try to be somebody, when you try to live somebody else's occupation or whatever. You trying to be like somebody else with this, that, and the other, you know. And sometimes people, they underestimate you because they don't understand what your potentials are. But when you trying to be somebody, it's nothing wrong with admiring a brother who's good at something, but don't try to be him, because it's not yours, you know.
I agree. I agree 100%, Baba.
Yeah.
And that
I
goes
mean,
back to the point I wanted to make, right?
yeah,
Sometimes it's a gift. You just naturally have that gift. And
Right.
it doesn't matter who try to copy you, they can never flow the way you flow with your gift. That's what makes you unique. That's what makes you you. So you have to
right.
amplify you. And that's what we miss in relationships, right? Friendship, whatever you want to call it, that's what we miss within these
Mm-hmm.
relationships because we falsely create conditions for other people because we want them to be like us.
Right.
It's our rules, our regulations that causes the rift. Like I like the floor sweep. I like it clean. Okay, you know, Kimar may sprinkle a little bit of clothes. Maybe that's his cleanliness. But instead of looking at Kimar for who Kimar is, I'm like, nah, Kimar, your joint gotta be clean. This is what it is. And that causes a rift because I'm trying to change Kimar into me. And I'm
Right.
guilty of this because I aim to amplify other people so
Right.
much
It's
and they're
true.
not ready for it.
It's just it's that belief, man. Like all right, before I came a fighter, Baba,
Hmm.
believe it or not, I put so much thought about it. I knew I always wanted to do it, but
Hmm.
I put so much thought about it. Jermaine is my witness. I asked Jermaine, yo, you think I could do this, Jay? He was like, bro, anything you put your mind to, bro, you can do it. I mean, in myself, in my heart, I really want to do it. But, from a kid, you always want to get a grown man, advice or opinion. So I said, Jay, you think I could do this? He was like, bro, you can do anything you want, bro. So I said, all right, cool. I made up my mind when I get a job, I'm gonna work hard as I can, save my money, do what I gotta do, pay for my own training and whatever. And up till to this day, the first time I went to the gym, I text Jermaine, I went to the gym today. He was like, all right, good, King. Continue doing what you're doing. And that was years ago.
Wow.
You can
Wow.
you can ask Jermaine. He's right there. You can ask him. And that was years ago. And I say,
How,
you know what?
how many
I
fights?
15 amateur fight
How many
pro
wins?
and
How
just
many?
turned pro. 14 wins, just one loss
Look at
as an
that.
amateur.
Look at that.
15 wins, 15 fight as an amateur and
Uh,
14 wins
wow.
and just turned professional.
Just pump up step.
So
Right. Okay.
yeah, yeah, I just turned professional last year. So I told my I told my granddad, my family, there's like, what? You're gonna be a fighter? That's foolishness. You can't do that. You can't accomplish that. I don't know who wants to do that. That's foolishness. So I said, all right, cool. That's your opinion. That's fine. I didn't listen to what he said, but it hurts that he said that to me. I thought he would have supported me, my
Mhm.
grandfather, but it hurts. So in my heart, I continue doing what I'm doing. I work, save my money. I didn't hang out. I didn't go to bars. I didn't go to parties. I just go to the gym, train. And, right now, you can pick up the phone and call my grandfather and ask him, are you proud of your grandson? He's like, oh yeah, that's my grandson, man. He got so many belts. He's a big fighter now. Everybody knows him. How many money? How much money they gonna pay you for your next fight? How much they gonna do this for your next fight? So I said to myself, wow, a couple
Okay.
of years ago, you told me I can't do it. That's foolishness. So why isn't it a foolishness now? So my philosophy is to everyone out there who's listening and everybody who think that they can't do it or doesn't believe in themselves, my philosophy is believe in yourself, man. I don't care if your mama told you you can't do it, your daddy told you you can't do it, your grandmama, your grandfather, believe in yourself. Once you have that confidence and you know you can do it, you just keep working at your craft. I don't care how hard it is, you just keep going. And that repetition is going to bring out everything to light. I'm telling everyone
Well,
that
yeah.
repetition is going to bring out everything to light. Just
Hey,
stick to your craft.
You got those dream killers out there. Sometimes they're in your family, you know.
Right.
hey,
Uh,
Absolutely.
and I tell people sometimes, a lot of times, well, you can't do this, you can't do that. You tell me what I can't do. And I love those kind because I would bust a gut to try to make them out of a lie. You know, and
but look,
my thing was because in trucking you get in some situations and you got to rethink it, right? And
Yeah.
I was in a place in New Orleans. New Orleans got them tight ass streets down in the French Quarter. You got to fire 3, and this guy told me, "Oh, you can't get that in there." And I looked at it, and when I I couldn't go in the side, I blindsided in. Y'all saw that dude's mouth drop. I flipped the trailer around, flipped the truck and trailer around, and blindsided it in. And
Yeah.
I thought I couldn't do it. Man, I never thought about it because you're not a truck driver, player. You know,
hey, Baba,
I've been in Chicago.
Baba, you put him down, man. Oh man.
And another thing I want to throw this into the mix. You ever been with a lady and y'all break up and you meet somebody and say, "But you don't know him like I know him, child. I know him. How you gonna know me? And we ain't together." You meet somebody, y'all know when I knew him 20 years ago. 20 years ago, come on.
Yeah, that was 20 years ago.
Give me a break.
Yeah, that was 20 years ago.
hey, one of the realest things we need to look at too. You know how we be like, I'm a grown man. It doesn't matter your age, King. You're never a grown man because you're growing every day. You're transforming every single day. You're learning something new, and it goes for females too. You're not a grown woman. You're learning every day. We're all flawed, right?
Yeah.
In actuality,
That's good.
everybody is the same. Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody is the same. We just have different habits. But the thing is, our insecurities within ourselves, right? Because we believe we can't do something, we aim to tell the other people that they can't do it either. And us, sometimes we get mad and we want to prove them wrong and prove ourselves right. But objectively, we got to start realizing that, I don't have to convince you. The only convincing I have to do is to myself. And the reason why
Absolutely.
you can't see what I'm seeing, because it's not for you to see it. It's my dream. It don't belong to you. You had your own purpose. Even a rock has a purpose, King.
Yeah.
So in actuality,
say that again, Jay. Say that again, Jay. Say that again. Say that again.
No, we're gonna let it fly over their head. But seriously, like, we have to start realizing everybody has a purpose, right? And until we start living our purpose, we will never know what it's like to be us, right? We'll keep being blinded by everybody else. And the reason why we keep being blinded by everybody else is because we're searching for who we are. We're lost ourselves. But people will come to you and tell you, "Yo, I done this and I done that and I done that." No, but inside you, it's superficial because you still feel like there's something missing. It's like the first hit. Like somebody that did coke, you know why they keep doing it over and over again? Because they're chasing that first high that they got. They can't find it again.
Nope.
And seriously, and that's the thing. And that's the thing with us. The more accolades we get, the more accolades we want. But the accolades is superficial because it doesn't make us us. The richest man is the man that knows how to use what he has. Like, we overdo things, right? We can survive off the bare minimum, but we want the grand stage. And the crazy thing about it, the grand stage is only for a few actors that know how to work the grand stage. You might be the best janitor in the world. Like, you can mop like nobody else can, right?
Yep.
Own that shit. Create your own business out of that. Expand out of that. I know dudes that start from nothing, bro, and own companies making millions. I don't walk around like, "Yo, damn, he's doing this shit, man. Why I can't do that?" No, instead of you saying why you can't do it, she said, you know, why am I this great? Why am I this powerful? Why am I the person that I am? It's like we use why in a negative way. You know, like when we
Yeah,
get mad, why this shit always happening to me?
yeah,
Why not?
Life is not happening to you. You're experiencing it. You're experiencing it. We are gods having a human experience.
Yep, that's the
yeah,
key there. As you just said a
yeah,
mile before. The
yeah.
funny thing I was thinking about when I made my first million, right? I didn't know I had made it. I want to
Right.
so when I made my first $1 million, I didn't know I had made it. You know what I
Wow.
found out? When I sat down and counted up the expenses and money that went through my hand and we spent over a year, we spent over
Hmm.
close to $1.5 million. I said, where the hell did it go? Because I'm thinking $1 million, it's gonna be so you can go through $1 million in a year's time, don't even know it.
Yep.
And be paying for
Absolutely.
that is true. We had a contract with a company hauling installation right from Louisiana up to Rhode Island.
Mm.
6 months, we made up $250,000 within 6 months. You know, and I told my wife, I said, we made over $250,000 in 6 months. The next thing you know, it was a million and a half. Then uh, it kept coming in, we kept buying, but I kept investing back in my business, right? So quite
Yeah.
naturally, we didn't see it sitting on no table. It was always in currency, it was in flow, it was moving. And a lot of folks don't realize, even in your lifetime, you be finding this money you made fighting, uh, 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 Kamar,
Hmm.
that you
Yeah.
thought you didn't see a pound in front, but you have made this money and it was used to perfect your talent or your gift or your desire, right?
Right. Absolutely.
So a lot of people sometimes, so we have to learn how to capitalize on things, get the benefit out of it, and move on. And I'm hearing
Yep.
this conversation now, and I was thinking about my second wife met my first wife. And she trying to tell my second wife how to treat me. Hell, you ain't got me. How you gonna tell her how to treat me?
Hey man, listen, if there's a cut
Hey,
and there's a couple pieces of band-aid and some gauze, man, she can treat you.
ain't nothing wrong with that.
I mean,
Oh my gosh.
I'm
Why
not gonna be able
you?
to, I'm not gonna be able to hang very long. I gotta make a run today because it's getting cloudy down here, King. But I appreciate the time.
Yeah.
Let me get in here and throw a few tidbits, a few kibbles and bits in the program. But man, I look forward to the conversation. But I got a couple of runs to make. Getting
Hey
cloudy
man,
outside
hey,
down here.
hey, hey, salute, King. I appreciate
Thank,
you actually coming through.
thank,
You know,
thank you,
Man,
Baba.
and much success in your endeavor, man. I look to see you on the big screen one day, maybe seeing you knock somebody out.
Hey, hey, hey. That's the dream to become a world champion, man.
All right,
I'm,
man. We'll
I,
keep
I,
working
ain't-
at it.
I ain't gonna stop until that happens.
All right, we'll keep working at it, man. Hey, gratitude and
Thank
peace.
you,
I
thank you,
King,
Baba. All right.
I King. Hey, bro, the
Yeah,
thing that we keep missing, man, we keep missing the beauty within our experiences, man. Like we
yeah,
we 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 take the enjoyment and love for granted, and we justify it with pain, like because we don't see it as enough because we let society tell us like, yo, that's not enough. You got to keep doing more,
true.
but being content is enough,
Hmm.
because did you hear what he said? He said, I've, I've made 1 million and not
Right.
realize I made it. Why? Because
Yeah,
it's out of sight, out of mind. Like he figured it out when he stopped to count it.
yeah.
You know, the
Uh,
enjoyment in conquering what you love, bro, is the
It's,
most beautiful success.
it's,
Period.
it is, man. When you get that, when you finally reach your pinnacle of your dreams, man, it's like it again. It becomes that disappointment again too, because it's like you work so hard to get it, and it's like, wow, I can't believe I'm already here. Like, damn, like back in the days I was struggling, and look where I'm at right now. And then you be like, okay, I got the big house. I got the big car, I got the wife, I got the kids. What's next? Like, what do I want? You know, so it just become like this disappointment again. Not a bad disappointment, but it just
But
come through your mind like, what's next? You know what I mean?
it is a disappointment because you will never be fulfilled because you keep asking what's next, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's like, okay, you conquered this, right? Um,
right.
what ways can you change it? It's still the same thing. Like the objective for me is to never recreate the plan A, is
Mm-hmm.
to master the A enough where I can use the A to go in different doors. You know,
Right.
like the A is the umbrella, and underneath that umbrella is different things. But I'm still
Yeah,
doing the A. You see what I'm saying? So
got you.
we need to change the mindset. The mindset is what's crippling. And earlier you stated when you were telling Baba about your plight,
Mm-hmm.
you said you believed in it. You took action, you worked, you use your money, you go to the gym, and then you start becoming what you believe,
Right.
right?
It's
Because you were a
right,
fighter all along.
right. It was there. It was there all along. It's just that you just have to find that way to get it out. You know what I mean? So a lot of people going to tell you that, you know, this is not for you. You should be a cop. You should be a doctor. You should be a fireman, and you should do all this stuff. But it's what you want. They don't want you to do what you want. You know what I'm saying? They want you to do what they think
But
is
that's
good for
what
you.
they
You
want.
know?
But that's what they
Exact,
want.
exactly. You know, and that's not the way. That's not the way it's going to be. If you really want to accomplish your dreams, you're not gonna do the same thing that someone tells you to do if you don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? You got to follow your craft, and that's as I use pain to accomplish my dreams. You know what I mean? So at that time, you know, everybody was telling me, "Nah, you can't do that." You know, either way they want to take it, they laugh or whatever, saying it's foolishness or whatever the case may be. I don't really pay attention to it because at the end of the day, I knew it was going to benefit me. It was my goals. So I had to accomplish my goals. At the end of the day, I'm the one that's going to suffer. You know what I'm saying? So I just use that as a motivation and just even work more harder. And sorry to my opponents, man. I just take that anger out of my opponents,
But
you know,
why
in the
look at
rings.
it? Why look at it as suffering though? You know, do you
Uh,
think when you're in the ring, you're full? You know, because I've seen plenty of your fights, bro, and like
yeah.
sometimes I'm sitting here and I'm hyped up. I feel like a little kid. I'm like, yo, look at my boy, like. And then sometimes I'm looking, I'm like, yo, what is his leg made out of? Is this shit concrete? Because like he'll kick dude and he fold, and I'm like, yo, I want to spar with Kamar, but yo, if you kick me like that, we gonna fight for real. When are you fulfilled?
I mean, I guess I don't honestly, I don't know, man, because it's like getting into that ring is just a different animal. I guess when I'm in the ring, I'm fulfilled. I'm there. So, you know, I have this little nervousness and I have this little pinch in my stomach, like, you know, I'm gonna fight because I'm thinking like, oh man, I'm gonna fight right now. So I don't know what's gonna happen. But that nervousness, man, it gives you that kick, it gives you that drive to, you know, to make you do well. So I was like, I said to myself, this dude is not beating me tonight. He's not beating me tonight. I don't care what he throws at me. Pain, he's not whipping my ass. So I just use that as a motivation and go in there and say, you know what? This is my ring. This is I'm gonna take over. This is my castle. This is my kingdom. And that's how I finally, you know, get the job done. You know, because believe it or not, man, when you're fighting, it's hurt, man. You feel pain, and if you don't have that mindset of not a fear of pain, then you shouldn't be in there, man. If you're scared of fight, you shouldn't be fighting in the first place. You know what I mean? If if you can take a hit and your heart says, you know what, it's just a hit, I think you're good. But if you can't take a if you can't take pain, then fighting is not for you. You know, you can ask any fighter, UFC fighters or anybody. If you can't take pain, fighting is not for you, man.
But
And I don't let pain bothers me, you know.
but look
I
at
endure
people.
it.
But look at people around us, though, bro. Like everybody is in pain, bro, and
They are, man.
they mask it. It may not be within the ring for most people. You know,
Yeah,
it could be that job, it could be that household. You know, it could be that relationship. You know, whether with their parents, whether with their girl, you know, or that family
yeah,
member or whatever, whatever. You know, because everybody goes through this scenario in life, like somebody telling them they can't do it.
yeah. Everybody.
And that's kind of funny too, right? Because you got to look at it like, yo, how can somebody in New York City, you know,
Hmm.
get the same thing like, yo, you can't do this versus somebody in
Yeah,
Georgia? Like that should show us how much we're
yeah,
connected, you know? And and the crazy thing is what I realized, man, like I've been through that as well. Like
yeah.
when I first started doing music, it was like, yo, you're not
Hmm.
good enough. Till I got good enough, and then they were like, yo, you should do it this way. You should do it that way. And I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Jay, yo. So I used to take
Yeah,
certain. I used to take. I looked at. I was. He was relatable to me. You know, like I used
yeah.
to take certain quotes out of this song. Like he has this one that says, "Yo, those that can't do it always tell you." You know what I mean? No, they'll always tell you can't do it, but they never did it. You know,
Exactly.
I know I'm butchering his quote, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Like
nah.
you never done it, but you're telling me I can't. Whatever, whatever, bro. And like even to
Exactly.
this day, I still play with music. And when it comes to certain things, I could drop it like this. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like I could whatever you want, I could give it. You know, but people tell us what we can and cannot do because
Exactly.
they failed in that department of what they
Yeah.
can and what they cannot do, and they gave up instead of pressing on. You know,
Right.
like I've seen this picture where dude, there's two shadows. They were looking for diamonds, right? One one found a diamond. Then the other
Hmm.
one looked back and like, oh shit, he found a diamond. And he digged a couple more times and nothing
Yeah.
popped up, right? So he gave up. But underneath
Oh
the
yeah.
bottom of what he just dug was the
Yeah.
biggest diamond of all. All he
Damn.
had to do was keep digging.
See? Repetition, man. It goes again. Repetition, bro. Once you once you have that in the mind, it's most of the things that's going on though, it's mental though. It's
Bro,
mental. You know what I mean? It's mental
this
because I could okay, if all right, I could say I got a mental, right? To from my house, right? I could say I have a tough mental where I could say, you know what? F it. Everybody got a car, everybody's taking the train or whatever. But within myself, I'm gonna walk to the city and I'm gonna walk come back home. It's all about mental, bro. If you know you can do that, go ahead and do it. If you know you can't do it, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? So everything to me is just mental. It's mental toughness. You know what I'm saying? Once it's hard to beat someone if they're mental tough. You know what I'm saying? Because no matter what you throw at that person, is it's in his head. It's so tough. You can't get rid of that. You know what I'm saying? It's mental. You can't get rid of that. You know what I mean? So if you're mentally tough, not just physically tough, if you're mentally tough, man, I'm telling you, there's no one can stop you. I don't care what they throw at you, nothing, a brick wall, they can't stop you. You are unstoppable. I'm telling you, man, it's mental. Everything was going on right now, relationships, um, you know, whatever it is mental, man. Everything is just mental. You know what I mean?
But you got to
And
look at it this. You got to look at your mind, bro. Like the crazy thing, like people underestimate their mind and they listen to the different teachers and let these different teachers tell them what it is when they already have
yeah,
what they need inside. Yo,
yeah.
if you tell yourself anything within your
Hmm.
mind, it can be done because your
Uh,
mind is the most powerful thing in this reality.
absolutely,
You know,
absolutely.
and
Yeah,
we just got to start believing in ourselves, and that's the thing, and that's why we have issues within our relationships, you know,
yeah.
because we're fighting with somebody else's sword versus our own, you know.
Mm,
And once you own up to what's yours, good luck will
yeah,
happen. You know, that's
right.
the universe will send you down the right roads, open the right doors, and help
Hmm.
you to elevate because you're flowing within your system versus somebody else. You ever notice in these
Yeah.
relationships, man, like these conditions be so damn far fetched. It's kind of like you know, like the female that's telling, yo, you better have 6 figures, but she can't cook a meal. Yo, you better have a car, but she's walking on the train. And you know, you
Yo.
better have this. But no disrespect to females because men do that as well.
True, true.
We be out of shape like a mug, telling Shorty, yo,
Yo.
you need to hit the gym. But you're like a Debbie snack away from a heart attack, telling her she needs to hit the
Ah,
gym. Don't you think you need to change yourself as well? You know what I'm saying? And you're standing there applauding yourself like, yeah, what I'm saying is right. So like
like,
everybody believe what they're saying is right till they're not right.
till they're not right. Yeah. Yo,
Come on,
he
bro.
said he's yo, we both, woman and man, we both said the same thing. You want him to have a six-figure job, but you don't have nothing to carry or to bring to the table. You can't tell me squat, you know what I'm saying? And the same goes for a dude, you know, but as I say, as I say again, for me personally, you can't coach me if you haven't been in the ring. You know what I'm saying? So it goes back to the same thing, you know. She wants you to have a six-figure job, but 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 she's not bringing nothing to the table.
But
It
look,
can't
but
work
look,
like that.
but look, okay. Not
Hmm.
because I haven't been in the ring, meaning that I can't coach you. I can give you a word. I can give you a
Hmm.
word, or she can give you a word of advice that can help you within the ring. You see what I'm saying?
No,
So
that's true. That listen, I don't take that, Jay. I don't take. I'm not taking that away from you. You know what I'm saying? Yes, if you could give me a word, and you know, or say a couple of things that motivate me. Yes, that's cool. But for you to tell me you got to do this and you got to do that, you haven't been there, so I don't know how
I get
you're
that.
gonna.
I get that part because I just said the same thing a few minutes ago. So it's like it's a contradiction within the same breath. I got that aspect of it, but it's
Yeah,
broader. It's broader than that. So you know, like with that
right.
aspect, it's just like we're looking through the microscope versus looking at the entire plate. And yeah, you know, but
Yeah,
how do we move forward from here? Because we've been flowing this way for the longest and slipping up. Like
man.
sometimes we remove people,
Hmm.
right? Or screw up a good thing based on our conditioning and our programming.
Yeah,
You know, like we will mess up a good thing. Like sometimes we'll kick the person that really believe in us in the ass based on our conditions and how you know we feel inside.
true, true.
So how do we move past that?
Man, honestly, man, it's very tough, man, because emotions, man, is emotions is one hell of a drug. I say emotions are one hell of a drug, man, because sometimes you make that decision that you don't want to make, and you make it because of anger or whatever the situation may be, and then 5 minutes or 10 minutes later, oh, I'm sorry, babe, I'm sorry, I didn't meant to say that to you. But the thing is, you can't take back what you said, or what you do. So it's that
You ain't,
emotions, man. It's
you ain't bust
emotions,
that.
man.
You ain't bust that nut before you stuck it in. So now
Yo,
you can't clear your head. Like you
yeah,
can't clear
yeah,
your head, and that's the thing. I feel like our emotions work when it comes to certain things. It work when we're not using it to
hmm
compare people.
yeah,
Emotions work when it applies to stuff other than people. But to be emotional is to cripple yourself from seeing what it really is. Like I see the bliss in actually removing the emotions and stepping back. Whether it's saying, "Yo, okay,
hmm
I'll call you tomorrow. I don't feel like I could talk to you right now," or matter of
yeah,
fact, give me a week so I
hmm
can I can vent and figure out how to correct these things about
yeah,
myself. You see what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
it really has nothing to do with you. You see what I'm saying?
right.
So sometimes you just need time to make those corrections.
That's
And for
true, man.
those of you that think I'm being a certain way when I'm talking about the nut, that's what I mean. Sometimes you just need time to remove yourself from that person
hmm
and think in a logical sense in order to make a decision great. And I
Yeah,
feel like that's how we slip up in relationships because that person might say, "Yo, I'm angry, get out of my way, just walk, leave the house." And you're like, "Nah, you should be able to do it this way." And then she fuck you up, and when she snap it, fuck you up. Now you crying like, "Oh shit, you
yeah.
should have listened, you should have left the crib." you
Yep. Should
know
have left.
that
Yeah.
separation would have changed the trajectory of what's about to happen or what should have happened or not happened at that particular moment. you
True.
know but
Man.
within the same breath, the greatest thing you can do for you, because you're flawed, you don't know the answer. I'm speaking for me as well. We don't
Yeah.
know it all, and we don't make the correct decisions when we're being emotional. The most
hmm
beautiful thing you can do: step back, right?
Yeah.
Do not make that emotional decision, right?
hmm
Understand your plight, your endeavors, and stop judging that other person. And you will see things for what they really are. And then you can make a conscious situation to elevate not only your relationship, but your friendship too.
Yeah. Oh man, but it's just it's tough, man, because us human beings, we're not thinking in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many adrenaline rushing through our mind, through our body. You know what? I'm making this decision. This is the final. I don't give a F. This is how it's gonna go, and that's final. I don't care.
Cut off your
So
nose just to spite your face.
yeah, and yeah, and then you can't smell no more. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. We can't. It's gonna be tough to
But you can,
to.
but you can, you
You
can, you
can.
can, you can step back. Within that moment,
Yeah.
sometimes you can see things going left. You know,
hmm
sometimes you don't need to get that last word out. Sometimes you just need to shut the fuck up and listen. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes the action that you need to take is silence.
Right.
You know, and look at it like if you're saying, "Oh, this person is this and this person is that," you also got to
Yeah.
look at yourself like, what did I do to contribute to what that person is going through? Or
Yeah.
how is my past traumas
hmm
fueling me to act this way towards that person?
that's a key one. Yeah, that's facts. That's true. It's- Man, I think we just gotta. I think we just gotta work on ourselves, man. Sometimes, and once we find our inner self, we be all right. Honestly. But it's not gonna be one day. It's not gonna be 2 day. It's gonna take time. Time.
Consistency, right? You
Time
said
is everything.
repetition.
Yeah, repetition. Yep. It counts, man. The days counts, man. Someone said, make your days count, and that's true. Make your days count, and one day at a time. That's so true. It's not gonna happen in one day. The world wasn't built in one day, so it's one day at a time. You gotta rest. You gotta come again. You gotta plan. You gotta think. You gotta make an offer. You gotta do this. So one day at a time, and everything comes together.
But, but isn't that success? Isn't that success though? Success is the incremental steps and the length on which it takes to actually accomplish what you need to accomplish. Like let's since we're talking about relationship, let's use sex for example.
Hmm.
The first
Yeah.
time, whether you're the
Hmm.
virgin or she's the virgin, you
Yeah.
it hurt, right? The more
Hmm.
you have it,
It
the less
doesn't.
it hurts. It still hurts because it's pain to an extent,
Yeah.
right? But the more you do it, the more you find the joy in it. You
Right.
know, especially if you're content with it and you're truly transferring your spirit with hers,
Hmm. Yeah.
it's gonna be blissful and it's gonna make you feel energetic. See what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
But if there's no connection within it, it's just a fuck.
Just like,
And
yeah, it's not gonna work. Yeah.
and it's gonna hurt. You might end up wrapping her up or hypnotizing her, or she might end up hypnotizing you, and then y'all kick and fight, then y'all again come back, kick and fight some more, then y'all again, then like, yo, I know you, and you like, I know you, but both of y'all is lost. Y'all don't know each other.
I know you. You know me. No, I know you. You know me.
Oh shit! Like we
Yeah.
are individuals aiming for a destination without a GPS.
That's a destination you will never find. Then
But the
that's a
destination
destination
is
you're not
within
gonna.
you. The destination is within you, bro. In
Yeah.
order for a man, and when I say men, I'm not just talking about the masculine. I'm talking about the feminine together
Yeah.
because it's a balance. When you master you, that's the only time you find freedom.
Hmm.
It's not you conquering the other person, right?
Yeah.
Because in relationships, we aim to conquer each other, right?
Right.
So that's why we hold on to that. Like, oh, you did this to me. The past, like sometimes people wouldn't even see the change within you because they're stuck on the past you. Not
That's
seeing that
yeah.
not seeing that you transform. Like, yo, I had a fat ass stomach. Now I got
Hmm.
six packs. Now my biceps are big and so on and so forth. Like I've transformed.
Exactly.
Nah, that's just your body. Your heart is still shitty. Like, how can you say that?
Yeah. Yo, but people, it's like, okay, yeah, you hurt somebody, and it's like they, it's that grudge. It's like they carry that grudge in their heart, like, oh, how could you do this to me? And they don't see the blessing that's coming in front of them and in front of you, and like, things can work out.
You know why?
Things can work out, and it's so blinded by that same, you know, past and the anger and the demons that left behind. So it's like they're like, oh nah, you know what? It's gonna do the same thing, and this is gonna happen. Like, some people are like that. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know why though?
I'm not getting mad at these females, but some females are like that. They can't look beside the past and like, okay, he did that. Let me move on. Things are better now. That's not the
Because
same
you
thing.
because you didn't move on. The reason why they still have the reason why they still have anger and hurt because you still have anger and hurt. It takes two to argue, bro. It takes two
Yeah,
to
it does.
argue.
It
So
does.
it's not an argument if one of us shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I realize that if I'm not mad at someone, why am I gonna argue with them?
How can there be a grudge if there's not fuel for a grudge? Because you got to look at it, like I've been through this too.
Yeah.
I was talking to Shorty and I might have done something she don't like, right?
Mhm.
And she keeps bringing it up, right? And
Yeah, like
in my mind, I'm saying to myself, she's gonna bring this shit up again. Not realizing I'm creating the experience for her to bring it back up again. So
damn,
we're both
yeah,
holding on. We're both holding on to grudges.
damn.
You see
So
how crazy it
yeah,
is.
I see.
You see
Yeah,
how
it's
crazy.
crazy.
You see how crazy it is.
Yeah, if there's no gasoline, there's no fire. It's not gonna
Exactly.
blaze.
And
You
if
know,
there's no oxygen either, you
yeah,
know,
it's nothing
picture
to blaze.
picture your granddad when he said, "Yo, why you want to fight? Whatever." You went up to
Yeah,
him and hug him and say, "Yo, granddad, I love you. I see you later."
yeah, exactly.
What you think would have happened? You think
You
that
would try.
attachment? You think that attachment would have still be within you?
Nah,
Yeah, because
nah.
if you take yourself for a joke, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else is going to take you serious, correct?
Serious, exactly.
So we need to start seeing that the reality that's flowing with us is not by coincidence, and we are creating it, even in our
Yeah,
relationships. Like she keep thinking about the past, but
pass.
you
Yeah,
keep thinking about it as well, because you're gonna judge her based on that experience y'all both went through, and
right.
she's gonna judge you. She's gonna judge things from that experience her mom went through, because
Yeah,
or her what the dad went through, because
that.
the
Yeah.
parents are the first programmers. So
Yep, that's true.
we're running a program of other people programming ourselves, and the programming has shit to do with us. It
Nope.
belongs to everybody else.
But I don't know if I'm not saying it's just females or like that. You know what I'm saying? But
Nah, men,
if,
bro,
if men
it's
are
a
men
double-edged
are like
sword.
that too.
It's a
Yeah.
double-edged sword.
All right. To be honest with you, I met all right. A dude, right? A dude will like, stop looking at my girl, bro. And I don't want my girl to mess with nobody. I'm the only one that to hit that. But he's in a relationship, right? But at the same time, you want to bang another if you want to bang another chick, right? And if she look at someone, and if she look at another dude, you're gonna be like, yo, stop looking at my dude. Yo, stop looking at my
Yo,
girl, bro. So at the end of the day, how can you not want her to not look at another dude, but you want to look at another female too?
but that's what I'm
So
saying. Y'all
you know
both
what I'm
holding
saying?
on to shit. Y'all both creating it,
So
bro. Like, at what
yeah.
point does she have a price tag on her, bro? She doesn't belong to you, and you don't
No,
belong to her.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I learned that from my relationship. Like, listen, okay, if all right, the way I look at it, right? A dude said, I take your girl, bro. I was like, okay, fine. You take my girl. You don't think you with her, she can go to the next dude too? You don't think that too, bro?
That's
So
the
at the end of the
duality.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So these dudes are playing like, oh, you can't take my girl, but I take your girl. All right, fine. You take my girl. If she wanted to come to you, what makes you think she won't willing to go to a next dude too and leave you in the
But
same situation?
but but somebody took his girl before he got her, or
You know what?
somebody took her dude before she got him.
Yeah.
That's
So
what I'm saying. Narcissistic,
mhm,
superficial, and
you know,
flawed.
and
That's
fly, yeah,
us. That's
as a
all
human
us.
being, you know.
Yo, man,
Oh no,
I'm not a human, man. I came out of a
yo.
god, B.
Oh man, you crazy.
Yo, we gotta stop fighting. We gotta stop fighting each other for who we are. We gotta stop fighting people for their beliefs, because what they believe become their reality. You
True,
know,
man. Yeah. I listen, me, I can't tell someone what to believe in. You know what I mean, Jay? Just like they had their religion, I can't tell someone to believe in that. That would be wrong of me. You know what I'm saying? You believe in what you believe in. You know what I mean? And I believe what I believe in. So I can't tell someone, what to do or what to believe in. Basically, everybody's different. So it's a
yeah,
circle, man. This life is a circle. You know what I'm saying? It goes on and it goes on.
it goes on and it goes on, which is the truth. You know,
Yeah. So
your avatar pass away, you come right back and do it again. You
exactly. You know
know,
what I'm saying? So it's crazy.
we have to
Yeah.
realize what it really is, man. Everybody can enjoy their portion of what they need to enjoy. We
Yeah.
just have to see it. We just have to see it for ourselves. Like, yo, I can take your girl. I'm like, okay, cool. I can take your
Yeah.
girl.
Cool.
You can have her if she's that easy.
Yeah. Have her.
It's cool.
That.
You know,
But the thing is, some of these girls is like, they use social media to make the guys think that, oh, I'm so happy, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, put up a couple pictures or whatever they want to use to make them feel like, okay, let's see what he's going to say or what he's going to do. Let me take a picture of the guy and see how jealous he's going to get. Fine, you could do that. Whatever to get your outlet is, to get off whatever feelings you are, you could do that. But some people get drawn into social media so much, like, oh, damn, she's really doing better, yo. She's really doing better than me. I fucked up. Look at my,
perception.
oh, shit. Yeah, it's like, oh, shit. I got to get her back. Like, damn. Like, it means, it's like, nah, bro. She's suffering. She ain't doing nothing. It's just the way they put it, like, to
Hey,
make them, you know what I mean? So
hey,
it's like,
ramen noodle is ramen noodle, no matter the pepper you put in it, bro. No matter the
yo,
flavor, ramen noodle is still ramen noodle. So you enjoy that ramen noodle and be full,
yo,
and let it be what it is. It is, like
it
Eddie
is.
Murphy, man. He's like, yo, man, you ever have the same cracker over and
Mm-hmm.
over for years on
Uh,
top of years? When
yeah.
you're hungry, that cracker gonna feel like that
It's a
cracker
new
gonna
cracker.
taste like it's a different cracker. It's the best cracker beyond every other cracker. You keep eating that same cracker every day, you be like, yo, this is some funky ass cracker. you know and that's the duality between male and female
Female.
relationships.
Yep.
and and it's funny, I just feel like we need to just draw out the potential out of
Yeah.
that person and vice versa. you know
Yeah.
throw
Yeah.
some gasoline on their flames and let them shine bright. They will never forget it, and they will do the same for you.
Yep.
But the thing
Yeah.
we got to talk about as well, 99% of the time, a lot of people that you have genuine love for, bro, really
Hmm.
don't want to see you succeed, even when
Yo,
you're in a
that's
relationship, because there's a
yo, that's
competition.
that's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
There's a
Yo,
competition,
yo.
in their mind, they be like, yo, I don't want this motherfucker to get to do better than me. Not realizing if the person is doing great, you're gonna do great too, especially if they genuinely love you because they genuinely love themselves. But I'm
Yeah.
saying we can sabotage a good thing. Goes back to the point that was stated earlier.
Mm-hmm.
It's too much competition in these relationships. Like, you have a part
Too
to
much.
play.
Too
Play your
much.
part, man.
And stop
You know
comp
what I
and
mean?
stop com yeah and stop competing. Stop they comparing themselves to other people. That's what the thing is. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Just do you.
Do you
That's all it
think
is.
do you think, say for instance, right? Like, you made that
Yeah.
point earlier about the guy saying that he don't want his girl to cheat, but yet he's going out, he's cheating, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's okay. You can let a fuck slide. Call it a hall pass. Give her a hall pass. Go get that fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come back and let's be us. Because it's a relationship. It's a connection. What if we look at our relationship as such? She come to you like, yo, Kay, I wanna sleep with such and such.
Mhm.
Would you allow her?
Honestly, bro,
Are you gonna put that price tag on her again?
nah. It's not even about the price tag. I honestly, I wouldn't know what to say to her because, like, I that situation never happened to me before. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't know to deal with that situation until I'm in it. But for your girl to come and say, okay, I want to sleep with this guy, I might say, okay, go ahead, because like she could do it behind your back and you don't know anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So go ahead and okay, go ahead. Go get your whatever off you want to get off. You know what I'm
Protect
saying?
yourself. Protect yourself.
Yeah, protect yourself. But at the end of the day, I don't know what she's trying to accomplish. Maybe she's trying to compare who is better. Who
Nah, is
again?
this a is this a is this a
I
fuck? Is this a fuck?
no,
What if there's no
yeah,
comparison?
well,
She still
uh,
love you for
I'm,
you.
I mean, that's fine. That's fine. But I'm just saying, okay, go ahead and do you, and we'll know the real situation because if a female likes it, you can know. But if she doesn't like it, she's gonna definitely tell you. Because I tell dudes this, listen, bro. If a girl is feeling you, bro, she'll give it up to you. But I don't care if y'all lay down in the bed butt naked. If she's not feeling you, she's not giving that booty up. And that's a
Yo,
hundred percent. And that's 100% fact. I don't care. You could kick rocks from here to Africa, whatever it is. Both of y'all could be butt naked. If she's not feeling you, bro, you ain't getting that booty. And that's a
yo,
fact. I know
you
that
know,
for a fact.
you know why most dudes, you know why most females have a dude pay for certain things?
Yeah.
It's because they're not feeling them.
Really?
Yeah. Seriously,
Wow.
no. Like you got to look at
Really?
it from a deeper standpoint. Like she's not feeling you, so therefore,
Mm.
she is taking what she can get from you. You see what I'm saying, bro?
Oh.
I'm not saying I haven't been out places and paid for something. I mean, she's
Yeah.
not really taking it from me because I was going to pay for it anyway,
Yeah.
right? But look at it.
Hmm.
I've gotten females without giving anything, and that's a female that genuinely. Those be the females you can't get off of you, bro.
That's
But the
true,
but the
bro.
ones but the ones you put the money on, right? Is
Yeah.
the ones that curve you because she really don't feel you. See, my
Mm.
mind, my mind is of value, and what I stand for is different than what certain other dudes stand for. She can't
Yeah.
get that because a chick can walk outside and screw whosoever she want to screw,
Hmm.
right? But as a king, having a mindset that she sees she can grow for you, she's gonna run to make sure she don't lose that. And
Lose it. Yeah.
those be the female or vice versa that sometimes you take for granted. You be like, yo, this person is annoying, like calling me and this, and that. Those are the relationship that is grand in all aspect, right? But we run away from it. And when we
Yeah. Yeah.
screw up, we
Yeah.
want to come back to it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
But men is feel like, oh, woman is gold digging. No, she
Nah.
don't
Nah.
like you, so she's gonna
That's
have you pay for what she wants.
yo.
Never
I didn't
looked at
know
it
that.
that way
Yeah.
before.
I never looked at it that way, bro. Because I'm like, yo, these dudes been
Most dudes
down,
are caught,
and I'm
bro.
like,
Keep it
yeah.
a buck.
And I,
Keep it a buck. We both
yeah.
from
True.
We both from New York, yo. And
Yeah.
Sean, I know you listening, bro. Keep it 1,000. Most dudes are cornball, yo, and
They
straight
are, bro.
lame as shit. And
Dudes were
we have to keep it 100, yo. Most
dudes been
dudes are
acting like
cornball. And most females, and y'all can say what y'all want to say. It's not putting down. It's seeing what's actually happening. Most females
yeah.
are corn puffs, bro. They Cheetos.
Why you say why you say
They
why you say
Cheetos,
that?
bro.
Why you
Bro,
say
it's the
that?
same thing, bro. If a dude is a cornball, they got corny chicks, bro.
Absolutely. I agree with that. I agree with that. Uh, yo, I never look at it that like that. You know what I mean? Man.
And the corniest ones require the most attention.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm hot. Don't you see
That's
this
a
body?
narcissist. That's a
Yeah, don't you see this?
narcissist.
Yeah, don't you see his body? You better come get this body. You
And,
ain't gonna get this nowhere else.
and
Like, what?
and dudes be walking around like they Teflon, bro. When they saw for
Yeah,
them
like,
bubble yum, bro. Like once the flavor is gone, you just on the concrete.
just a dry concrete there.
somebody going to step on you. And,
Yeah.
and these are the real conversations we need to have, bro. Like,
Nah, but dudes won't see that though. They will actually kill you just because the chick look bad, and he's like, "Oh yeah, she bad, bro. Let me get that." A dude will actually kill you just for a one night stand with a chick. You know what I'm
bro,
saying? I'm like, I have to say, like, damn, dudes never get any pussy before. Like, bro, she's just a regular chick.
bro.
She fine, but to me, bro, it's like a pussy is pussy. You know what I'm saying? It's on the next chick.
Nah, bro. It's not like pum pum is not just pum pum, bro. They got some pum pums that's magnetic, bro. That will have you searching for it in the daytime with a flashlight, bro. The same way, real talk. The same way a lot of females get hypnotized by the penetration. You know, because masculine energy is external and feminine is internal. They receive, right?
Yeah.
But it's just a whole bunch of insecurity, fucking a whole bunch of insecurity.
Yo,
having more insecurities.
No, this is crazy, bro.
And reliving insecurities.
Oh, I think all females are insecure. Honestly.
But it's not just females. We can't single out the females. Everybody's insecure, bro. Like I can say I have insecure moments.
Yeah,
I'm my biggest skeptic.
I do too. So,
but you have to own that. You have to own that and release it. There's a difference to be insecure and be stuck with the insecurity, bro. It's toxicity.
That's no good.
With a blend of depression / stress / walking diarrhea.
Man, that's a headache, man.
You know, you going around and everybody can see it. You think you're the shit, you're really starting to smell like shit. So you start losing everything. You know, and once your reputation is debased, you can't inflate it anymore because that's what you projected. You know, we just have to accept what it really is within a relationship. Like if he or she is different, understand their difference, embrace it, like it, and love it. You know, stop aiming to change them when you're standing stagnant as hell. You want somebody to change or transform when you're stuck in 2002, but you want them in 2020.
Yo.
But look at this though. 2 + 2 is still 4, right?
Yep.
All right.
All right. How someone stay in a long-term relationship for at least like 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years? How is that possible, right? What's the secret ingredient? Yeah, what's the secret ingredients for staying in a relationship that long?
Well, most people suppress their inner self, suppress their insecurities, and they just let it go because they genuinely see themselves being better with that person, and they accept what the person is bringing to light versus aiming to change that person into them. Because, son, keep it a buck. If you had a twin, you probably won't like yourself. If you have somebody that act just like you, you won't like yourself. Like if I had Jermaine running around, or I'm seeing me running around talking to me every day, fam, I would not like me, bro. That's That, bro, that's vague. Why would I want you to act like me, bro? Like, yo, fam, bring your difference, bro. Like, I'm already a weirdo. You know, so you being a weirdo too, that's overwhelming weirdness. That. No, like, come on, no.
I don't want that, bro.
I really don't want that. So, yo, just live your life, man. Be you, man.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just be you. Be you, man. You're great. The show is at its end right now. We're about to conclude the show. But the message I'm gonna leave y'all with, and I'm transforming every single day, right?
Yep.
The more you step back and love you, embrace your imperfections. We all have insecurity. We all are shallow. We all have a tendency to be a narcissistic individual. As much as you say, no, I'm not like that. I'm not like this. If I watch you long enough, you're going to show it.
Yeah.
Everybody loves attention. Look up what a narcissist is. You know?
Everybody wants that. Everybody wants attention.
Exactly. And then everybody, most people create this ego, not realizing the ego is
is attention.
Is themselves, attention that they create in a social setting. Like on Facebook, everybody's egotistical on Facebook. Because that's not the real them. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. Enjoy that, but don't let it become you.
Oh man. I think you got the people mad, Jay.
It's okay. Like Rich Lamar once said, if I'm pissing you off, you're listening. I want you to get mad. You know? So
that makes sense. That makes sense, you know.
You know, the truth is the truth, man. Like, it is what it is. You know, we are great. We're great people. You know, most of us has been hurt, but the thing about it is, like, a lot of us hold on to that hurt.
That's what it
is. We don't want to transform. We play that victim, so we're stuck within that victim mentality.
And that's bad. You know what I'm saying? Because it's terrible.
It's not really bad, or it's not really bad or good. You know, because
but a turtle changes shell, right? You change your shell, right?
A turtle? I've never seen that. That's something new to me.
I think so. I think he changed his shell.
It's a possibility. If you cut the leg off a lizard, he grows one back. But it's still a leg, right?
Or that one, I don't know. If you cut a lizard tail off, it goes back.
Yeah.
Really?
And some of them you can sever their legs and the leg will grow back.
So that's like what you call it, that cell. I don't know what the type of cell
bro. We all regenerate, bro. If you get cut, it gets a scab and it heals back, right? Yeah, but think about it.
Yeah. The human body heals itself. But
but the thing is, accept Kimar for Kimar, accept Jermaine for Jermaine. You can't change Jermaine. This is not a cash register. Live your life. Live your life. And stop telling me you know me, fam, when you don't know yourself.
Man.
How you gonna master me when you haven't mastered you?
It's impossible.
How you gonna love me when you don't love you? When the greatness that you're looking for outside of you is inside of you.
I don't know, man. That's what happened to us, man. The world, society. We're looking for something that's inside us, you know?
And another thing, man. We keep saying society this, society that. When are we gonna take accountability? Because society is being society. And we know what society is being. At least society is right to society. When you gonna be right to you? Stop being right to you. Running around, yo, I know you. Let me tell you how he is. Let me tell you how she is. How is she?
I don't know. I haven't seen her in years, so I don't know.
Wow.
I
You
don't
know?
know.
Wow. Ladies and
Yo,
gentlemen,
that's crazy,
love is
man.
love. Elevation and prosperity. Be great within you. Shine like the sun and walk within everything you do.
Walk
Like,
like the beast.
love, and share. Connect with people. All right? For those of you that would like to participate in our lives, send me a friend request on
Yo,
Facebook.
yo,
A mental
yo,
Rolodeck. Follow the group. Tell a friend and tell a
man,
friend. On IG at Mental Rolodeck. On
that's
Twitter
crazy.
at Mental Rolodeck. On YouTube, do me a favor. Hit the like button. Hit the bell
Subscribe
icon. Like and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
to tell
On
a friend to
Twitch,
tell a friend.
on Twitch at Mental Rolodeck. And with that being stated, I say love, elevation, peace, and greatness. Only you know what that is. I can't define it for you. And with that, we're out.
Out.